Coming along though, bro. That's taking right now. We'll get that horn in that menorah, bro. I sent Captain 2 pictures. He did say rock pictures. Right after we got on the phone. Supposed to be done. They were just talking about it on the radio on my way down here, right? That shit was crazy, man. I ain't even, you know, like, it's crazy. Like, they don't care nothing about us. Yeah, we started. No, man, not this Breonna Taylor. They brought it up. It's spelled the same as that? Yeah, because I can't, like, I could go on Facebook maybe and find it, but I Googled it and that Breonna came up. What you got on there, my boy? You got something like that? No. You put it up? We gotta clap it up, man. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh all my sisters. This is I.S.U.P.K. Durham, North Carolina, Wednesday night law class. I'm precinct officer of 50 Mike Qua. We got the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're that great leader, Commander Journey YAHANNA. That's right. You understand? Here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we teach that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true Hebrew Jews, man. That's right. That's right. The Bible speaks of, man. You understand? That oppressor over there in Israel, he's not the real Jew, man. Right. Black and Hispanics and Native Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel, we're the real Jews, man. You understand? You know, the pandemic is still going on, and you know, every time I look on the news, man, our brothers and sisters, you know, getting beat on by the police, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Police brutality is running rampant, man. You understand? It had calmed down for a little while, but now it's back full force, man. You understand? Our brothers and sisters is going through it, man, with the police, man. You understand? Our brothers in Brooklyn, New York, man, they're going through it, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Every single day, man, you see something coming out of Brooklyn, man. The brothers down there in Brooklyn, man, getting jumped on by the police, man. You understand? Our brothers and sisters in the world, they don't understand this social distancing, man. You understand? They want to do what they want to do. You understand? But the oppressor is such a devil out. You understand?
That's right.
He want to just kill. That's what he designed to do, dude. You understand? Because it's to kill.
Right.
Our brothers and sisters can't even come out the house, man. Wow. Our brothers and sisters can't even come out the house, man. You understand? Brother Ahmaud Arbery can't even take a job, man.
Right.
Without the oppressor hunting him down, man.
Right.
You understand? Botham Jean, you know what I'm saying, a couple months ago got killed in his house, man. The oppressor ran up in his house and shot him while he was in the
right.
hospital, man. You know what I'm saying? Now we got a new case, man. You know what I'm saying, with a sister named Breonna Taylor, man. You know what I'm saying? In her house, man. The oppressor, they running in the house now, man. They not just killing you on the streets anymore.
Right.
Man. They running up in your house, man. You understand? You got that article, Baba Kashar?
Kind of one.
Read that article, man. You know, this is sick, man. First, you know what I'm saying? Ahmaud Arbery, man. Now is Breonna Taylor, man. Go read that, Baba Kashar.
NC family heartbroken after new mom dies in shooting. A 21-year-old North Carolina woman died after police found her wounded in the backseat of a car after a police chase.
So lock it. Oh, that's not the article right there.
That's not the right one?
No, because this woman was killed in her house.
Yeah, this woman was killed in her house. I believe it was in Auckland. Where was it?
They was raiding her house.
And the husband shot at the police.
Yeah, the police.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking
They
for.
didn't identify
Can you
themselves.
pull that one up on your phone? Look for it.
Just
In the meantime, let me get Zephaniah 2:1.
You find it, that one.
Let me get Zephaniah 2:1, man, because the police, man, our brothers and sisters, man, they don't know these laws, man. You understand? That's why we have Wednesday night law class every Wednesday, man, to teach our brothers and sisters the laws according to this Bible, man. You understand? You follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You won't have these issues, man. You won't get shot down in the streets like a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? You in this truth, you're not gonna go out that way, man. You're not gonna get killed that way if you follow this truth, man. You understand? You got that, brother?
Go ahead. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desired.
Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we the nation not desired, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's hundreds of videos out there today, right now, to prove that, man. That we the nation not desired, man. You know what I'm saying? The brother can't even job, man, without the oppressor hunting us down, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
Verse 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff,
right.
Before the fierce verse 2, the Lord come upon you, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce verse 2, the Lord come upon you, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce verse 2, the Lord come upon you, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff. Before the fierce verse 2, the Lord come upon you, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff. Before the fierce verse 2, the Lord come upon you, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff. Before the fierce verse 2, the Lord come upon you, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff. Before the fierce verse 2, the Lord come upon you, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff. Before the fierce verse 2, the Lord come upon you, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness.
You got to seek righteousness, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, read on.
Seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
In the day of the Lord's anger, you won't be hid, man. You know, COVID-19 running around rampant, man. You won't be hid in that day of the Lord's anger, man. You know what I'm saying? Over here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man, we serve the Most High.
That's right.
Not like your Christian pastor, man. Your Christian pastor, you know what I'm saying, got you sinning left and right, man. He tell your Christian pastor tell you that you can eat crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster. Your Christian pastor tell you that you can get a divorce, man. You understand? He goes against what the word says, man. The word says that you can't get a divorce, man. You get that, you marry that woman is forever, man. You understand? Read that again one more time from the top, Brother Michelle.
The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desired.
We the nation not desired, man. The only time these other nations want to deal with us is when we spending our money, man.
What?
You know, black man love a little fly.
Right.
You know, black women love a little fly. They gonna get the top of everything, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
Verse 2. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, man. You understand? Okay, drop that. Let's get into this article about this sister.
Y'all saw I sent it to your phone.
Most High in Christ.
You know what I'm saying? This sister was minding her business, man. Sleep late at night, man. You understand? That's how disgusting this oppressor is, man. He's a murderous killer, man. That's all he want to do is kill. You got that, brother?
I'm bringing it up now.
It's the sister up in Kentucky, man.
Con, the sister in Kentucky. Minding her own business, man. You know what I'm saying? In the bed, sleep.
I got it out.
Go ahead, read.
Woman shot and killed by Kentucky police who entered wrong home, family says.
Entered what?
Entered wrong home, family
Entered the
says.
wrong home, man. Go ahead, read on.
Louisville police officers were looking for a suspect, Salakia, at the wrong home when they shot and killed Breonna Taylor,
You know what I'm saying? These oppressors
according to a lawsuit.
These oppressors are so dumb, man. They go to the wrong home, man.
That's right.
You understand? They don't even have their information right, man. Go ahead, read on.
A woman was shot and killed in her Louisville, Kentucky home by police executing a botched search warrant, who forced their way in, surprising the woman and her boyfriend who thought the officers were burglars.
You know, they surprised their way in, man. They ain't even knock on the door and say, yo, police. You know what I'm saying? They just kicked the door down and just ran up in there, man. You understand? Just like what the oppressors do, man. Don't have no regards of anything, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
Her family says in a lawsuit, the lawsuit filed by the family of the woman, Breonna Taylor, an EMT worker, says she and her boyfriend thought they were being burglarized and he fired at the officers in self-defense.
You know, that brother was doing what he was supposed to do, man.
That's right.
Protecting his woman and protecting his home, man.
Right.
Those police didn't say anything. They didn't say police or nothing. They just bust through the door, man. Like it's a robbery or something, man. So that brother did what he had to do. He shot at those cops, man. You understand? And the sister was an EMT worker, man. You know what I'm saying? She over there, you know, putting her life in danger to help COVID-19 victims, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
The lawsuit accuses the three officers of blindly firing more than 20 shots into the apartment.
And it was dark. They were asleep. You know what I'm saying? So the police officers, they just busting shots, man. Like what they usually do, man. They don't have no regards of life. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
After the March 13 incident, the Louisville Metro Police Department said the officers had knocked on the door several times and announced their presence as police.
You know that's a lie. They didn't announce no presence, man. You understand? That's a lie, man. Because you know the way police knock. You know that's the police, man.
Right.
You understand? You jumping up. Oh, that's the police. You already know that's the police. The way they knock. Go ahead, read on.
And announced their presence as police who were there with a search warrant. After forcing their way in, they were immediately met by gunfire, Lieutenant Ted Iden said at a news conference.
That brother, let them rounds go, man. He thinking somebody coming in his house, man.
Right.
Protecting his family, man. Go ahead, read on.
Taylor's death gained national attention this week after the family hired attorney Ben Crump.
You know what I'm saying? It just gained national attention. And this happened a month ago, man. You know what I'm saying? No regards for the black, Hispanics, and Native Americans whatsoever, man. Go ahead, read on.
Who is also representing the family of Ahmaud Arbery.
Of who?
Ahmaud Arbery.
Ahmaud Arbery, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the brother that got killed for jogging, man. You know what I'm saying? These oppressors, they hunt, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, brother, drop that. Let me get Lamentation 4 and 18, man. We're going to go farther into this, man.
Right.
You know what understand? You know that lawyer Ben Crump, man. You know, seemed like he a good brother, man. He's standing up for black people, man.
Standing up, man.
You know what I'm saying? He's standing up for black people. Everything that happened with the black folks, they go get Ben Crump.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why your rappers and your athletes, they ain't doing nothing.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? LeBron James, he said something about you know what I'm saying, he was upset about Ahmaud Arbery's situation. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to impress anything, quit running up and down those basketball courts with those oppressors, man.
That's right.
You understand? Your voice ain't nothing if you ain't doing nothing about it, man. You understand? You got that, brother?
4 and what?
Lamentation 4 and 18.
Hosanna Christ, Salakia. The book of Lamentation, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They what?
They hunt our steps.
Durham Police Department do what?
Hunt our steps.
These police officers, they hunt our steps, man.
Right.
You understand? They not only hunting our steps in the streets anymore, they going in the house and killing us also, man. You understand? And this is in the scriptures, man. This is in the Bible, man. You understand? Go read on.
That we cannot go in our streets.
That we cannot what?
Go in our
You
streets.
can't even go enjoy yourself in the streets anymore.
Right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? This pandemic going on, they shut the gyms down, so now you got to go for a jog. Now you got to worry about jogging on the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? You might choose a neighborhood to go run, and that's not your neighborhood. You at risk, man. You understand? Go read on.
Our end is near.
Our what?
Our end is near.
Our end is there, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High power is tired of our people, man.
Right.
Doing whatever they want to do, man.
That's right.
You understand? He's tired of our men being homosexuals, man. He's tired of our people eating crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster, man. He's tired of black on black crime, man. You understand? Go read on.
Our days are fulfilled.
Our days are what?
Fulfilled.
Our days are fulfilled, man. Read that one more time from the top.
They hunt, the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our
You
streets.
can't go in these streets no more, black, Hispanics, and Native American, man. You understand? Without the police, without the oppressors, man, thinking that you're doing something wrong, man.
Right.
You know, it's a stigma on black man, man, that we thugs, man. You know what I'm saying? We thugs, man. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? You got the oppressor going down in Congress with guns, man.
Right.
Threatening Congress. You don't see none of them getting busted in the head. You don't see none of them getting shot down on the street. You know what I'm saying? They got the AK-47s. They got it all, man. Threatening Congress, man.
Right.
Go ahead, read on.
Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
Our end is there, man. Black, Hispanic, Native American, that was the time to come into the I.S.U.P.K.
That's
man.
right.
You understand? Learn these laws, man. Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Because our end is there, man. You understand? That nasty, disgusting Christian pastor is not going to tell you that, man.
Right.
He's going to tell you to love everybody. He don't even have the answer during this pandemic, man.
God.
The church doors are closed, man. You understand? As a matter of fact, I spoke to one of my coworkers today, man. You know what I'm saying? His father, you know, is a pastor. He told me today that they got 10 people in the top of the church, 10 people on the bottom, and 10 people in the conference room in order for them to have church. Good night, man. You understand? That is insane, man. Go ahead, read on, brother.
And verse 19, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Just like that eagle, man. You know what I'm saying? That eagle, you know, soaring in the air, man. You know, looking for a victim, man.
Yep.
You understand? He just swooped down and get you, man. You understand? Can we drop that, brother? Let me get Habakkuk 1 and 4.
They laid wait for Arbery. Ahmaud Arbery, they were laying wait for him in the wilderness.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Wait, they seen the brother, they jumped in that truck, got them guns, and went and humped that brother down, man. You know what I'm saying? They got reports talking about he went in a house that was getting renovated. You know what I'm saying? He just stopped
they
by.
got a video of it. He just stopped by, looked, and kept it
He
moving.
kept it moving, man. You understand?
Like anybody else would have done.
And the lady called 911. They asked her what he was doing. She said walking down the street. You understand? So these oppressors, man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You understand? You got that, brother?
Ezekiel, what you say?
Habakkuk 1 and 4.
Habakkuk. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the Lord is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth.
Good. Now read that one more time from the top.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore, the Lord is slack.
The Lord is what?
Slack.
The Lord is slack, man. You understand? Every time these police do something to a black, Hispanic, Native American, they don't ever get charged, man. You understand? It has to be an outrage, an outcry, man. You understand? In order for the oppressor to get charged, man.
Right.
You understand? Just like with the Auburn situation, man. You have to be, the brothers and sisters have to go march, man, in order for them to get justice, man. To arrest those two oppressors, man. You understand? And that don't even mean that they charged. They just arrested them, man. You understand? Just like they did with Zimmerman, man. The 911 operator told George Zimmerman, leave that boy alone. Keep moving, man. What George Zimmerman did.
Still pursued.
He still pursued that young man, man. You know what I'm saying? Murdered Trayvon Martin, man.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, on.
The wicked, when the judgment doth come forth, never go forth.
The judgment what?
The judgment doth never go forth.
The judgment don't never go forth, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That police officer, they care about them Jews, man. She only got, what, 20 years?
Right.
She only got 20 years, man. She's supposed to get life without parole.
Right.
Salaki, she only got 10 years.
10 years. Good night. You understand? Read that again.
And the judgment doth never go forth.
The judgment never go forth for these police officers, man.
Right. Right.
You understand? She got 10 years, huh? 10 years. You understand? Let that have been a brother, man. That brother would have got life without parole, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth.
Wrong judgment proceeded, man. You remember Tatiana Davis? You know what I'm saying? She got killed by the police, man. She was just in the house relaxing, man, with her son, man. Police done shot up in the window, man. Killed that lady, man. You understand? Read that one more time from the top.
Therefore, the law is slacked.
The Lord is slack, man. You understand? You can't go against the police department, man. You're gonna lose, man. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters, I see videos where our brothers and sisters talk about, I know my rights. You ain't got no rights, man. You know what I'm saying? The police is always gonna win, man. You understand? Your best bet is just when that police pull you over, is to just comply, give them your license and registration, and sit back and relax, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
And judgment doth never go forth.
That judgment never go forth, man. You understand? All this marching, you know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters have been marching for hundreds of years, man. Marching don't mean anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Marching don't accomplish anything at all, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth.
Wrong judgment proceeded, man. Okay, brother, drop that. Let me get on Zechariah 11:5, man. You know what I'm saying? Zechariah 11:5, man. Police brutality is going rampant, man, around.
Right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? You see these videos every day, man. Police, you know what I'm saying, beating down the brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You got that, brother? Go ahead.
Thus, Salakia, the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Whose possessors slay them? Who's the possessor?
The so-called oppressor, the white man, the devil.
So-called oppressor is the white man, the devil, man. Go ahead, read on.
And hold themselves not guilty.
They hold themselves the what?
Not guilty.
They hold themselves not guilty, man. They kill us in the streets. Shoot us down like dogs, man.
Right.
Shoot us 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times, man. And they find themselves not guilty, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Drop that, bro. Let me get Exodus chapter 2, verse 11, man. You understand? You would be, the police department will be found not guilty. That cop that shoot that man 12 times will be found not guilty, man. You understand? If he do get time in prison, it's going to be 5, 10 years, man. You understand? You got that, brother?
Exodus 2 and 7.
Exodus 2 and 11.
Call that one cup.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into police brutality in the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it came to pass, the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown.
When Moses was grown. Who's Moses, man? What did Moses do, man?
Moses is the lawgiver.
Moses is the lawgiver, man. You understand? And Moses was also, you know, and was a general in the Egyptian army, man. You understand? But you go ahead, read on.
And he went out unto his brethren.
And he went out unto what?
Unto his brethren.
He went out unto his brethren, man. Moses was high, man. He was high. You know, he was Pharaoh's son. He grew up with Pharaoh, man. And he was high, but he went down to his brethren. Who was his brethren? Go ahead.
The Israelites.
His brethren was the Israelites. You understand? Moses didn't have to come down, man, and check on his brethren, man. You know what I'm saying? He was rich. You know what I'm saying? He had money, just like your rappers today, man. They wouldn't come down for you to help their brothers and sisters at all, man. You understand? Your rappers would never do what Moses did right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's and the Nas and them, they scared to come down and help their people, man. Because they don't want to lose their money, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
And went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens.
And looked on their what?
Looked on their burdens.
And Moses was seeing what was going on with his brothers and sisters, man. They had burden upon that, man. You know what I'm saying? Working like slaves, man. You know, building those pyramids, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
And he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew.
He spied a what?
Smiting an Hebrew, one of his brethren.
So what was the relationship between the Egyptian and the Israelites? Go ahead, brother.
Slave and slave master.
There was what?
Slave and slave master.
There was slave and slave master, man. You know what I'm saying? What's the relationship between the police and the blacks today?
Slave and slave.
Slave and slave master, man.
That's right.
You understand? It was right here in the Bible, man. 2,000
That's right.
years ago, man.
That's right.
It was no time, you understand? Go ahead, read on.
Verse 12. And he looked this way and that way.
He looked this way and what?
And that way.
Moses checked it out, man. They didn't see anybody around, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
Hey, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian.
He what?
He slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
Moses slew the Egyptian, and he killed that Egyptian, man. Which was wrong. You understand? We don't condone you going and picking up any knives and guns and trying to fight the old person, man. You understand? Do not do that at all, man.
Right.
You understand? But Moses slew the Egyptian, man. You understand? Because he was angry about what those Egyptians was doing to his people, man. Do you understand? Go ahead and read that again.
And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the
He
sand.
slew the Egyptian, man. Moses is a bad brother, man. You understand? He a Levite, man. He from the tribe of Levi. You understand? Marshall in Hebrew, Moses. Where we know?
Okay. Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together. And he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
Moses went out the second day, man. You know, Moses knew that he was an Israelite, man. Moses knew he wasn't an Egyptian. He don't look like them. He don't smell like them.
Right.
He knew that the Israelites was his peoples, man. So he went on the next day and checked it out, man. And he seen 2 of his brothers, man, in conflict. You know what I'm saying? That strove means conflict and battle, man. You know what I'm saying? That's black on black crime right there in the Bible. You understand? Read that one more time from the top.
Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together.
2 men of the Hebrews, man. 2 black men, man. That was having conflicts, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was about to go head to head, man. Just like our brothers do today, man.
Right.
You understand? You step on a brother's shoe today, you liable to get killed, man.
Right.
You understand? And Moses went out on the second day and seen 2 of his brothers having conflicts, man. You understand? And he told them, you know what I'm saying, yo, chill out. You know, y'all see me kill that Egyptian, well, y'all don't need to do that to each other, man.
Right.
You understand? Okay, brother, drop that. Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
I don't want, if I may, at the end of class, can I get I haven't had a chance to write them down. Can I get all those scriptures?
Come.
Most High crap. Ecclesiasticus.
Come.
What's the number again?
12 and 13.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
In the Bible. Ecclesiastes.
Oh,
Salaki.
Ecclesiastes, Salaki.
Salaki. You understand? We just read black on black crime in the Bible and police brutality in the Bible, man. So we're gonna go into some more, man. You understand? Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we got to follow these laws, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we're not gonna suffer in the hand of the oppressor, man. That's the only way we're not gonna get shot down on the streets,
Right.
man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we're gonna know the truth, man. Is to join the I.S.U.P.K.
Ecclesiastes 11 and
12 and 13.
12 and 13. Salaki, I got it. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, chapter 11,
12 and 13.
Salaki. Chapter 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion.
Let us hear the conclusion, man.
Of
what's the conclusion, man? You know what I'm saying? Of our brothers and sisters getting shot on the streets, man. What's the conclusion that we have to do? You know what I'm saying? For our brothers and sisters to stop getting killed by the police.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To stop eating crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster, man. To stop being homosexual. Read on.
Of the whole matter.
Of the what?
Of the whole matter.
Of the whole matter,
Fear the Most High.
Fear what?
Fear the Most High.
We got to fear the Most High, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we know our brothers and sisters in the world, they don't fear the Most High at all, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
And keep his commandments.
And what?
And keep his commandments.
And you got to keep these commandments, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep these commandments down to the least commandments. Man.
Right.
You understand?
That's right.
Not just the Big Ten like your Christian pastor. You
Right.
understand? Go read on.
For this is the whole duty of man.
For this is the what?
Whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man, man, that you got to keep these commandments, man.
Right.
Follow these commandments, do these commandments, man. You understand? And your Christian church is not going to teach you these commandments, man. You understand? The Christian church don't even follow not one commandment, man.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, read that one more time from the top.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep.
Go ahead.
And keep his commandments.
And keep what?
His commandments.
You got to keep these commandments, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
For this is the whole duty of man.
For this is the whole duty of man, man. You understand? So, brother, drop that. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 15. You know what I'm saying? You got to fear the Lord. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, you got to fear the Lord, man. That's the only way we're going to stop being killed in these streets, man.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, read on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
It shall what?
It shall come to
It
pass.
shall come to pass, which means it's going to happen, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe,
if
to
you don't
do.
listen, Salaki, if you don't listen to the Lord, if you don't hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, man. You understand? If you don't listen to the Lord, go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
No, to do some of the commandments.
All his
To
commandments.
do 10 of the commandments.
All his commandments.
You got to do all these commandments.
Right.
You understand? You got to do all these commandments, man. Your Christian church would not teach you to do all these commandments, man. You understand? Because the Most High is not in that Christian church. The Most High is not in that Christian pastor, man.
Right.
Your Christian pastor say 2 verses out of the Bible, and then after that it's going to the drums and the organ, man. You understand? It's a concert after that.
Right.
Man.
Right.
You understand? You don't learn nothing in that Christian church, man. You know what I'm saying? You go to that Christian church for an hour and a half, you know what I'm saying? After you leave, you're going to light up that blunt in the corner, man.
Right.
You're going for a drink. You're going to sleep with a whore, man.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, read on.
And statutes which I command thee this day, Salaki, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are gonna come upon us and overtake thee, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't listen to the Most High.
Right.
You understand? That's why our brothers is going through what they're going through today.
Right.
Getting killed on the streets, you know what I'm saying? High blood pressure, diabetes.
Right.
You understand? Homosexual. You understand? Because we didn't listen. You understand? Go and read that one more time from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass, man. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power.
Stiff neck, man. Our brothers are stiff neck, man.
That is right.
You know what I'm saying? We do not like to listen, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our brothers out there in the world, they listen to these rappers, man.
That's
These
right.
rappers, they don't know not a damn thing, man.
Right.
You understand? Lil Boosie came out today, said that he could give his 12-year-old son grown women to do sexual acts on him, man.
Good night.
And he got the nerves to talk about Dwayne Wade's son, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's the difference?
Right. He ain't got no nerves to talk about Dwayne Wade's son.
Right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? You could expose your 12-year-old son to herpes, man.
Right.
To HIV, chlamydia, man. You understand? All that brother want to do is smoke weed all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But our brothers and sisters in the world, quote unquote, call him a real nigga, man.
Right.
You understand? He ain't no real nigga, man. All
That's
that do
right.
is smoke weed all day, man.
Right.
Fry your brain up, man.
That's
You
right.
understand? And this is shortage now, you know what I'm saying? I've been on Facebook, man. Brothers and sisters talking about they ain't got no weed, man. You know what I'm saying? That's good. Clap it up for them.
Yeah, right.
You need to tell y'all off that weed anyway, man. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That weed ain't doing nothing but frying up your brain, man.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, read on.
Which I command thee this day, Salakia, to observe, to do all his commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord command you to follow all these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
To this day, man. You understand? What Deontay Wilder said? To this day.
Right.
To this day.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
Damn right.
I'm going to drop that. Let me get on Isaiah 1 and 3. You understand? You got to keep these laws, man. Once again, this is the I.S.U.P.K. Durham, Wednesday night law class where we teach our blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the laws according to the Bible, man. You got that, brother? Go ahead, read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
The ox what?
Knoweth his owner.
The ox is a burden animal, man. You know what I'm saying? You strap that that what you call that they strapped on the ox back in the day?
What's like
Harness.
A harness. Yeah, you strap that harness to that ox, man. You know what I'm saying? He driving all day, man, plowing that field, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the ox, that's all he know how to do. He a burden animal. Well, you know.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the ass is master's crib, man. You know that ass, you take them 5, 10, 20 miles, man, down the road, man. You slap that ass on the ass. You know what I'm saying? He going back home, man.
Right.
Go ahead, read on.
But Israel does not know.
But what?
But Israel does not know.
The black Hispanics and Native Americans, they don't know who their master is, man.
Right.
You understand? You know what I'm saying? We want to follow these oppressor holidays, man. You understand? We want to be like the oppressor, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters, they just celebrated Mother's Day, man. You know what I'm saying? Another heathen holiday, man. What's the heathen holiday for Mother's Day? Esther?
all
All of them.
All of them. They said that they put all in one woman, right? They put all the gods in one
They
woman.
put all the gods in one woman. Good.
of them. They all in married.
You know what I'm saying? You know, our brothers and sisters, man, they couldn't wait for the Mother's Day, man. They getting all these gifts, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of our brothers, they couldn't even go home, man. During the pandemic.
Right.
You couldn't even go home without a Mother's Day gift, man. She mad at you, man. You understand? You ain't bring me no Mother's Day gift.
Good man.
Meanwhile, she done had about 2-3 abortions, man. You
Right.
understand? Go ahead, read on, brother.
My people doth not consider.
My people does not consider, man. You know what I'm saying? Read that one more time from the top.
The book of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know. My people does not consider.
You know, the Most High is comparing Israel to 2 burden animals, man.
Right.
2 dumb animals, man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know. These dumb animals know they own us, but we don't know our own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's insane, man.
Right.
You understand? Okay, about to drop that. Let me get Baruch 4:1. Baruch 4:1. Right.
The book of Baruch in the Apocrypha, chapter 4. I shouldn't even say that, right?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh.
This is the book of what?
This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh.
This is the book of the commandment that black man, Hispanic man, Native American man should follow, man. You know what I'm saying? To learn, to do it. Go ahead, read on.
And the law that endureth forever.
And the what?
And the law that endureth forever.
These laws, you know what I'm saying, that our forefathers left for us, endure forever, man. You understand? The Christian church will tell you that these laws are done away with, man. You understand? But the book says that the what?
The law that endureth forever.
These laws endure forever, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't eat crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster, man.
Right.
You understand? Brothers and sisters, they go crazy, man, because there's no pork out there, man. There's no lobster out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Lobster tail is hard to find nowadays, man, because everybody want that lobster.
Right.
Go ahead, read on.
I went to the fish market and like the crab legs is like mad expensive. But you should have seen them sisters in there buying them joints. They was like
Right.
paying like $100 for like 2 bush, whatever you call them. You know, it was crazy. I was like, damn.
And then their fingers be tingling.
Yeah.
Toes be tingling, man. You understand? Because you eat that crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster,
Right.
which is an abomination, man.
Brothers eat them too, but I didn't see no brothers in there.
It's most of the sisters that's on that crab legs, man. There ain't no meat in the crab. Man, the crab leg is nothing but gold, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no meat in that crab leg at all. You spending $100 on something that doesn't even have meat in it, man. I don't understand that at all, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on. Read that from the top.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever.
These laws endure forever, man. You know what I'm saying? Here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we're going to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments forever, man.
That's right.
As long as we live, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
All them that what?
All they that keep it shall come to life.
All that keep it shall come to life, man. You're not gonna die by the police brutality. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna die by being shot 12 times from the police, man. You know what I'm saying? You follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
But such as leave it shall die.
But such as what?
But such that leave it shall die.
And you know this truth, man. You leave the I.S.U.P.K, man. You gonna die, man. You know, you'll be 6 feet under, man. You understand? You be like one of those brothers on the street that's getting killed by the police, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna experience police brutality, man. You understand? You're gonna experience black on black crime, man. You understand? Okay, brother, drop that. Let me get on 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. You know what I'm saying? Here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we teach our brothers these laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our brothers ain't gonna be out there on the streets acting crazy, man. Our brothers ain't gonna be out there on the streets, you know what I'm saying, sagging their pants and, you know, shooting our brothers and sisters up, man.
Right.
We're not gonna be out there killing, man. You understand? All that stuff is unlawful, man. Where we don't?
The book of First John, Slakia, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of Yahweh.
For this is the love of who?
Yahweh.
Yahweh, Jesus Christ, man. This is the love of God, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
That we keep his commandments. Keep his commandments.
If we keep his commandments, man, we got to keep his commandments, man. So we all know that the Christian church don't love God, man.
Right.
They don't keep none of these commandments. You understand? You know, the Muslim mosque, they don't keep these commandments, man. You understand? Go ahead, read on.
And his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments are not what?
Grievous.
His commandments are not grievous, man. His commandments are not hard, man. It's not hard to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? You can be perfect in this truth, man. You understand? But your Christian pastor will tell you that you can't be perfect at all, man. You understand? But you can be perfect, man. Go ahead, on.
Verse 4. For whatsoever is born of Yahweh overcome the world, and this is the victory that overcometh the world.
Right, drop that, brother. Let me get Deuteronomy 14:2. You know what I'm saying? Because your Christian church always talk about love. Love, 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 love.
Right.
You understand? But they don't keep the commandments, so they don't know what love is.
That's right.
The scriptures just said if you love Yahweh, you keep his commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? But that Christian church, they don't keep not one commandment, man. You understand? Christian church tell you that you can eat whatever you want to eat, man. Just pray over that food, man. You understand? Just pray over that food. Go ahead, you know?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 2. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people, man. You understand? It's a holy people to the Most High, man. The Most High chose the 12 tribes of Israel, man. The Lord don't love everybody like the Christian church said.
Right.
Go ahead, you know?
Unto the Lord thy power.
Unto the Lord thy power. Go ahead.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
The Lord chose you to be a peculiar people, the black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. The 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead, on.
Above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Above the Chinese, the Japanese, man.
All.
Above the oppressors, man.
All,
man. You understand? You're going to be up top, man. You're going to be up high, man.
Right.
And I can't wait till that day, man.
Damn
My
right.
brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K. for us to be above all these nations, man.
Right.
You understand? We're not going to be oppressed by these Chinese, these Moabites, man. We're not going to eat their 4 chicken wing and pork fried rice, man.
Right.
We're not going to eat their chicken wing and shrimp fried rice, man. You understand?
That's right.
Where we don't?
Verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing.
You can't eat that crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster, man. You know what I'm saying? Those sisters, they line up. You know what I'm saying? Red Lobster closed down, man. So now they line up at the fish market, man. You know what I'm saying? They line up at the fish market to get these crab legs now, man. You know what I'm saying? The fish market making the triple double, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They triple double, man. You know what I'm saying? These sisters lined up.
They used to be like 15, like $15.99. They
Oh,
like
yeah,
30.
right?
Yeah, they like $30, man.
You know what I'm saying?
A pound.
The fish market banking, man. You know what I'm saying? They banking. They $30 a pound, man.
No, I'm just scratching.
Okay, let me get drop that. Let me get 1 John 2 and 3, man. You know what I'm saying? It's an abomination to eat this crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster.
Right.
But your Christian church will not tell you that, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
The book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorites. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
That's how you know the Lord and you love the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? If you keep these commandments, you love the Lord, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that Christian church, they don't keep these commandments.
That's right.
But they swear they love the Lord, though. You know what I'm saying? Jesus this, Jesus that, man. You understand? But they don't love the Lord at all. Read that again one time from the top.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
You got to keep those commandments. That's how you know you love the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Your Christian pastor, man, you pork chop meat, man, you don't know the Lord, man. He don't love the Lord. Because he don't keep none of these commandments, man.
Right.
You understand? Right now during this pandemic, man, the Christian pastor don't have any kind of instructions for his congregation, man.
That's right.
He just tell them stay at home. But still pay them tithes, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't call me and ask me for anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, brother, drop that. Let me get Joshua 1 and 8.
I'm right.
Book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the Lord shall not depart out of thy mouth.
The book of the Joshua what?
not depart out of thy mouth.
This book should not depart out of your mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? You so-called of the Lord, man, you gotta keep these scriptures, man.
That's
At
right.
heart.
Damn
You know what
right.
I'm saying? You gotta follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Go ahead, read on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
You know, day and night you gotta meditate, man. You know what I'm saying, with these scriptures, man. You gotta have your mind on these scriptures, man, to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Damn
man.
right.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Day and night, man. You understand? And with that, that's my time, Israel. We're gonna pass it over to Precinct Officer YAHANNA.
You know what I'm saying? Give Precinct Officer Michael another powerful hand. You know what I'm saying? Officer Michael, I teach you, he dropping them precept upon precept.
Right.
Lord, he does.
You understand? He makes sure you get everything you need, man, to, you know what I'm saying, be well equipped, you understand, against this world, man. You understand? Because in the school, you've been in school long enough, we understand that our fight is not physical. You understand? We battle against principalities, man. You understand? We battle against, you understand, these things, these devices that have been set up to keep our people, you understand, asleep, to keep our people under the control of the so-called oppressor.
Right.
You understand? And these scriptures, we learned in I.S.U.P.K, these scriptures, you understand, this brotherhood, this is our weapons, man. You understand? Our weapons are not carnal like the so-called oppressor who chooses to, you understand, take these weapons and, you know what I mean, just kill our people, man. You understand? Use his weapons to rape, rob, and murder, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. You understand? We use this so-called Bible, you understand what I'm saying, our brotherhood, what? To establish ourselves, man. You understand? And with the I.S.U.P.K, under Command General YAHANNA, you understand? We gonna get our people back on track, man.
Right.
You understand? We ain't gotta clip up and go fight the so-called oppressor, because I've been hearing a lot about that. I've been seeing that on Instagram and everything. People are like, oh, don't let them come to my house, or don't let me come across somebody with the Confederate flag on their truck or whatever.
Right.
I'm gonna take matters into my own hands and blah, blah, blah. Like, brother, you know what I'm saying? It's a waste of time, man. It is a waste of time, and you are going to lose your life to prove nothing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We've had people in our history who have tried to do that plenty of times, and it does not work. Why? Because as the scriptures say, our weapons are not carnal, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's not how we fight against, you understand, these other nations, man. All we gotta do, and the crazy thing about it is that's more complicated than what we actually gotta do. You think grabbing your gun and clipping up and going to kill some Edomites, you understand what I'm saying, is easier. It's not, man. You understand what's easier? It's obeying the law, statutes, and commandments of this Bible.
That's right.
It's 10 times easier, man. Because you ain't got to kill nobody to do that. All you got to do is what? Separate yourself, man. Separate yourself from this place, man. You understand? Take your spirit out of this place. You understand what I'm saying? What the brother was bringing out was so heavy, man. It's so wild. You understand? Because what happened to that, you know what I'm saying, to that brother and that sister, you understand? What happens to many brothers and sisters that, you know what I'm saying, we don't see on the news or we don't get the articles about, man. It is diabolical, man.
Right.
You understand? What this oppressor does to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians is just inhumane.
Right.
You understand? It's like seeing a crippled person on the floor crawling and you just continue to kick and beat them down.
Right.
And murder them while they can't even protect their goddamn selves, man. You understand? You know what I'm saying? But with that, we're gonna switch over a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into some laws pertaining to cleanliness, right? You know what I'm saying? So if we could, Bob, what's up, Amazon?
No, when you said like beating a man that's crippled, I saw this video. It was this guy, he was a quadriplegic. He had no arms.
What's that mean? Like
He got no arms and no legs.
Good night.
And a police officer was
I
whooping
seen that,
him,
man.
I was like,
I seen
oh.
that.
He didn't have no way to defend himself whatsoever. He was a quadriplegic, man. The police officer was just just whipping on him, man. Like if he was dangerous or something. He had no legs and no, you saw it, right? And no arms, man. And he was still beating on this man.
Like, give me that. What's that?
He was a black man too.
what's that? Fierce countenance, right? That shall have no regards.
That's Deuteronomy.
You understand? Let's pull that real quick.
I think that's Deuteronomy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nation of fierce countenance.
Yeah, what's that? What's that?
Deuteronomy. Let me see. 28.
28, what, 58, right? Or no?
That's it.
Or 59? Or 50? Yeah, 28 and 50. Deuteronomy 28 and 50.
Con, one con.
You know what I'm saying? Let's pull that real quick. You understand?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 50.
Mm-hmm.
A nation of fierce countenance.
What's that mean?
They frightening to look at. They look fierce.
Con. You understand? They don't look like they're the type of people to show sympathy.
Right.
You understand? They don't look like the type of people that, you know, you would want to confide in or even, hell, call for help.
Right.
You understand? What's up?
If I may just try to think, like back when the pilgrims and stuff came up, you know, they didn't shave or nothing. They had those weird beards and they had funny looking. They looked and they had guns.
So you know them brothers was like, man, who the hell are these? Should we be nice to them? Cause remember they came in like on their amongst their like the first voyages and whatnot. They came in contact with Reuben. You understand what I'm saying? And Reuben won't have that. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers fall back. You understand what I'm saying? But of course they end up getting, you know what I'm saying, damn near wiped the hell out.
But they were never officially conquered.
They
They
you know
never
what I'm saying?
surrendered.
Reuben fought.
Yep.
You understand? That's why the scriptures say what they was considered what unstable as water.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Reuben wasn't no damn joke.
Right.
But yeah, man, this so-called oppressor, you understand, he got a fierce countenance, man. He is a monster, man. He is a diabolical beast. He is damn near not even human.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right? Read on.
Which shall not regard the persons of the old, nor show favor to the young.
What's that mean, right? Shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young, right? What's that mean?
He doesn't care about any of our people.
You don't care about no goddamn body.
Right.
You ever been in a situation, you understand, and you see somebody who's a little bit elderly, a little bit older, what does that do to your mind?
It causes you to consider.
It calls you to take into consideration the fact that they're older, man.
Right.
The fact that they can't move how you move or do what you do. You see an old woman in the store, she trying to grab something off a high shelf. You understand? Something in you is like, you know what, let me just help the sister out. Let me get this for the sister. You understand what I'm saying? You see a child doing something that could possibly harm them or put them in harm's way. What do? You know what I'm saying? You say something to that child. Hey, be careful. You know what I'm saying? You're going to hurt yourself. Hey, don't do that. You understand? Where your mama at? Where your daddy at? You know what I'm saying? Something comes over you that makes you show what? Compassion. You understand? That makes you show sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Hell, empathy. You understand? That makes you actually give a damn about someone else besides yourself.
Right.
You understand? The so-called oppressor doesn't know how to feel that. You understand? They don't have that naturally in them like blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians do. You understand? I mean, they want to call us a hate group. You understand? There is no one more patriotic on this earth than a black man.
That's right.
Than a Hispanic man, than a Native American Indian man. You understand? We give our love and continue to give our love to everybody on this goddamn earth except ourselves, man. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to call us racist, you know what I'm saying? You can say we're racist against our own people.
Right.
But you can't say we hate other nations, man,
Right.
because we only give our love to them, man, and not to ourselves. You understand? But read that from the top one more time.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the persons of the old, nor show favor to the young.
You understand what I'm saying? I remember it was a story a while ago, man, a few years back. You understand? The police had went to this elderly sister house, man. You know what I mean? They had went to the wrong house, but they go up in the house. You know what I'm saying? The sister's not expecting nobody. It's late night, so she come out with it back.
Oh, you talking about Slackers?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
You talking about in New York?
Yeah, kind.
Eleanor Bumpers.
Man, I know.
You understand what I'm saying?
Eleanor Bumpers.
That sister wasn't expecting no company. She wasn't expecting nobody in her house. And what happened, man? So-called oppressor put slugs in her, man.
Play that joint.
You understand? Put slugs in this elderly woman. You know what I mean? When he know what? When any man, you understand? Any real man knows what an elderly woman coming with you with a bat, what? She got one good swing in it. That's it.
Right.
You got one good swing. Now it's not gonna take you gonna dodge that swing, or you can take that impact. But you know what? You know you get that bat out of her hand. You understand? What's up?
The amazing thing about that particular case was that she was diabetic. She was like, she had so many illnesses, and she couldn't even hardly walk. She had a home attendant and everything. You know, and they shot her. One of her arms was blown off of her body by a shotgun blast. And then they shot her like 3 times in the chest. You know, and that was like, that to me, that was like one of the, well, I'll never forget that.
God, you understand?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Read that script from the top one more time.
Read the scripture.
You know what I mean?
Select.
You see what I sweat.
The water.
Read that from the top one more time.
A nation, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance.
It says a nation, man. Not just one of them, not just 2 of them, but them as a, you know what I'm saying, collective whole, man. The abundance of them. You understand what I'm saying? A nation of fierce countenance, man. Cause don't think for 1 second that Becky don't think the same way.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Don't think for 1 second that little Timmy don't think the same goddamn way. You understand? Read on.
Which shall not regard the persons of the old, no, nor show favor to the young.
Anybody remember Tamir Rice? 12-year-old boy, man. 12-year-old boy playing with a toy gun. You understand what I'm saying? 26-year-old police officer put shells in him, man.
Right.
Put some hot ones in him. A child, man. A 12-year-old child. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand the type of monster, man, that we dealing with here, man. We're dealing with a diabolical beast that we cannot, you understand what I'm saying, charge him for the crimes he committed, man. The Lord is going to have to charge him, man. You know, that's why the scriptures say, man, their crimes, man, have reached up into heaven. You understand? They've shed so much blood, man. You know what I'm saying? On blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, that it can't just be, you know what I mean? We can't let bygones be bygones, man.
Right.
We can't let bygones be bygones, man. They're gonna have to feel what they've done to us. You understand? But it won't be by our hands, man. It's just gonna be by the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? But drop that, right? Let's go to Numbers, right? Let's go to Numbers chapter 19. And we're gonna start. Let's see. Numbers 19, we're gonna start at. We're gonna start at 14, right? We're gonna go over some cleanliness laws, right? But as a matter of fact, start at 11. Matter of fact, yeah.
The book of Numbers, chapter 19, verse 11. He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days.
How long?
7 days.
You understand? You touch a dead body. You understand? Of a man or a woman, child. You understand? You are unclean for 7 days, right? You understand? That's simple enough. Read on.
Verse 12. He shall purify himself.
He shall do what?
He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day he shall be clean.
Now, why is this important? Why is it important that when you touch a dead body, you clean yourself? What you got, Yazar?
They may have, all type of, diseases, viruses, and infections that could, get on you, and you come to the congregation and you might pass it around.
You damn right. You understand? Like, the Lord knows what he's doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Us being simple, we may want to disregard. We may think, like, what is the importance of this? 7 days? Why does it gotta be this long? Why do I gotta do this? Why do I gotta do that? You understand? What's up?
The coronavirus is a perfect example.
I was coming right to it. You understand? No sweat. Go ahead. Talk to me.
They've discovered that people have caught coronavirus off a dead body.
Off of what?
Dead body.
Oh, who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? They think it's just a bat that's flying around. You eat the bat, you got the coronavirus. No. You understand what I'm saying? From being unclean, man. Why you think Esau making everybody do what? Wash your hands.
Right.
Wash your goddamn hands. Like you need to tell somebody to wash their hands anyway, right? Like we don't know that we supposed to wash our hands. You know what I'm saying? You touch something filthy, okay, you should wash your hands. You understand what I'm saying? You see the videos, man, them fish markets and them markets over there in China. Ooh-wee. It is something disgusting. You understand that it's just cross-contamination everywhere. Food is held out of temperature. You understand? You know, once food is held out of temperature for a certain amount of time, it just doubles and triples and quadruples in bacteria, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like diseases. You know what I'm saying? Over time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is why the Lord gave us these laws, man, of cleanliness. Why? To separate us from everybody else, man. You understand? This is part of what makes us holy, man, because we know how to clean and bathe ourselves, man.
Right.
You understand? Remember the so-called oppressor, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know how they clean and bathe themselves. What would they do, man? They'd throw that perfume on, powder themselves up real good, thinking they can bathe like 2-3 times a year.
Right.
That is disgusting, man. Can you imagine, you know what I'm saying, the rank? Like, can you imagine how they smelled back then? You imagine? You understand what I'm saying? You can't even imagine, man. They probably smelled like dead people.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, they probably, like, I never knew. I remember we would see the movies or, like, you know, white documentaries, and they had those big old, those white wigs on. You know what I'm saying? That was around the time when they didn't think they needed to bathe like that.
Yeah.
And they would have their makeup on or the powder over their face. And you always see the big perfume container with the squishy, you know what I'm saying, squeeze thing on it. Because eventually they start smelling themselves. They're like, oh, let's spray some more of this. Filthy, man. Disgusting. You know what I'm saying? They wonder why they were wiped out by a bunch of plagues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wonder why they were wiped out by all them plagues. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they are filthy and disgusting, man. You understand? The Lord never intended for us to live like these other nations, man. You know what I'm saying? And even in learning that, we got to understand how much value we have and how much we bring to the table, man. Like, we literally taught a nation of people how to take care of themselves.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, we fathered these other nations, man. You understand? We nurtured them. You understand what I'm saying? We taught them every goddamn thing they know besides how to take a life.
Right.
You understand? We taught them everything that they know, man. We need to find more value in ourselves, man. You understand? And up on the command of General YAHANNA, that's what we, us as prophets, you know what I'm saying, make sure we instill and push throughout the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community. Man.
Right.
Understand that we are the greatest people that walk the face of this earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We are a special people, man, a peculiar people, as the scriptures say. You understand what I'm saying? Right? But read on, right? What's that? Verse 12, right?
Kind of line.
Mm-hmm.
He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day he shall be clean. But if he purify not himself the 3rd day, then the 7th day he shall not be clean.
You understand? Because there's a certain way the Lord wants things to be done, man. You understand what I'm saying? Certain way the Lord wants things to be done. You understand? So at that 7th day you wouldn't be clean. You know what I'm saying? So you have to go about the whole process all over again. You understand what I'm saying? So read on.
Verse 13. Whosoever toucheth the dead body of any man that is dead, and purify not himself, defileth the tabernacle of the Lord.
Of who?
Of the Lord.
You understand? Like, this is not personal, man. This ain't, you know what I'm saying, because my y'all saying you need to clean yourself, and oh, you didn't clean yourself, I don't like you no more. No, man. Our Father wants you to do it a certain way, so you're going to do it a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And let's see what used to happen to our brothers and sisters when they didn't do it, right? Read on.
And that soul shall be cut off.
Shall be what?
Cut off.
Read on.
From Israel.
From who?
From Israel.
Good night. Read on.
Because the water of separation was not sprinkled upon him.
You understand that if you didn't follow the law correctly back then, nigga, you got basically exiled, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You feel the intensity behind that? Like, somebody dies, you touch the dead body, you mourning over them, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's something simple like that. And they're like, hey, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. And you caught up in, you know what I'm saying, that person dying, losing their life, or maybe you just don't care, and you forget that you're supposed to bathe on that 3rd day.
Right.
And they find out you didn't do that, like, yeah, they come to your house and, yeah, we're going to need you to pack all your stuff. And, I mean, we don't care where the hell you go, you got to get the hell up out of here, though.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Imagine that.
Right.
People you know your whole life, your family, your kids. You understand what I'm saying? They like, yeah, you got to go, brother. You understand what I'm saying? We don't care, but you better go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, that's how serious the Lord is, man, about following these laws and commandments.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
The waters of separation was not sprinkled upon him. He shall be unclean. his uncleanliness is yet upon him.
Upon who?
Him.
You know what I'm saying? That's your fault, brother. You understand? You could have got clean. You know what I mean? You didn't do what you need to do. You understand? Read on.
Verse 14. This is the law. When a man dieth in a tent, all that cometh into the tent and all that is in the tent shall be unclean for 7 days.
You understand? Like I know, you know, us in Israel, you know, situations like this may occur.
Right.
You understand? You may wake up in the middle of the night, go get something to drink, and then, you know, you're like, let me go check on my mom. Let me go check on my father, or my brother, my cousin, whoever's in the house, and they could be dead, right? Could be dead. Once you enter into that room, you understand? You are now unclean for 7 days once they're dead, right? You understand? Whether you touch their carcass or not,
Right.
because it's in the room.
So if you go to, if I may,
No, what's up?
if you go to a funeral, you're unclean for 7
7
days.
days.
Most High.
Right? 7 days. You go to their funeral, you're unclean for 7 days. You understand? And like people gotta understand, like this is not, it's not saying it's unlawful to go to a funeral.
Right.
It's not unlawful to be around dead bodies. It's not. But understand that there's ramifications and there's a process that has to take place. You know what I'm saying? Once you interact that dead body. Right? You understand? So read on. And this is the law. You know what I mean? This is not like how, you know what I'm saying, who was it? Paul was just speaking, you know what I'm saying, Corinthians, just speaking as a brother or just a brotherly suggestion. No, this is the law. You know what I mean? So read on.
Verse 15. And every open vessel which hath no covering.
What's that? No what?
Covering bound upon it is unclean.
Why?
Because them germs could have got into that vessel.
Exactly, man. Bacteria, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, understand, like, this is what I love about the Bible, man, because when you go in Esau's world and you learn about, you know, food safety and surf safe and all that stuff, and they teach you about bacteria and viruses, this is recorded in the Bible thousands of years ago, man.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, the Lord had already implemented this, you know what I'm saying, amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
You understand? Esau make it seem like it's something that, you know, he learned about with his science and blah, blah, blah. Hell no, man. We already knew back then as Israelites, you understand?
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? You got some type of food, you got some type of product, make sure it has a closed container, man. Make sure you close it off, you cap it off real nice. You understand why? So it don't be exposed to bacteria, man. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 16. And whosoever touches one that is slain with a sword in the open fields, or a dead body, or a bone of a man, or a grave, shall be unclean 7 days.
You understand? Unclean 7 days, man. You understand? You touch them bones. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever you touch, you understand? You unclean for 7 days, man. You know what I'm saying? 7 days. That's what's that? Sundown to sunrise, right? And so that to that next evening, 7 days. You understand? Make sure, of course, you consult with your camp leader. You let them know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm saying with that being the situation, of course, your leave of absence will be excused, of course.
Most High, correct.
You understand? Is there any more on that? Let me see, right? I think that's it on that one, right? 16. Yeah, drop that. Let's go to take me to Leviticus, the 15th chapter. We're gonna start at verse 16.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 15, verse 16. And if any man's seed of copulation go out from him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water and be unclean until the evening.
What's this talking about? What's that?
If like you have sex and some of your issue or your sperm gets on you, you have to wash and you're unclean until the evening.
Right. You understand? This is a practice that us as UPK brothers, of course, have perfected.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You gotta know where you at. You understand what I'm saying? To know when that sundown is, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? To be able to time it just right. Get your business done. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Wash. Get your butt in class. You know what I'm saying? Get your butt to wherever it is you need to go. What's up, Doc? Want to talk to
As
us?
far as I look at it, if I may, sir,
What's up?
I look at it like seasons. I know basically like when the summer's done,
Come.
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? When the summer's done and that sun go down before like 6:30.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For like 5 months straight. Like,
Right.
every day.
Nah.
As soon as like, you know what I'm saying? Like the winter start rolling around.
God.
Summer solstice.
The time gets shorter.
Right, the time gets shorter and the sun go down at like 8 o'clock. Like, you gotta pick and choose. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta understand, like the Lord wants us to be holy, man, just clean in every way possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Down to dead bodies, down to opening and you know what I'm saying, containers, and even down to dealing with our women. You understand what I'm saying? Like we are a holy and separate nation.
That's right.
You understand why? Because these other nations, they don't understand, you know what I'm saying, the Most High law, statutes, and commandments. For one, it wasn't meant for them. And two, they don't give a damn anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they want to do what they want to do. They want to be filthy, and they want to be disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And read it one more time, because there's something very important that's in there that our brothers and sisters have to understand in today's time and age, right? That we don't understand. Read it one more time.
And if any man's seed of copulation go out from him.
And say go out from him. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, brother, you get it off. You know what I'm saying? You unclean, my guy. You know what I mean? Read on.
Then he shall wash all his flesh.
He shall wash what?
All his flesh.
All his what?
All his flesh.
You understand? Take a shower, brother. You know what I'm saying? Not no, get the rag and, you know what I'm saying, put some soap on and hit the sink up real quick. No, brother. You know what I'm saying? Get in that shower. You know what I'm saying? Clean your whole body. We understand. We know how it used to be in the world, right? You know what I mean? You trying to hurry up and just go about your business. You know what I'm saying? No, brother. You got to thoroughly wash your whole body, man. You understand? Why? Because the Lord he wants his people to be separate, man, set apart from everybody else. And what does this minimize when you bathe yourself after having sex? What do we completely stop from happening? Right? What do we stop from happening at all? What should never happen amongst, you know what I'm saying, Israel if we follow the law of cleanliness, right? What you got? STDs, man. Right. STDs is out the window if you do what? If you bathe yourself properly. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of the reason why we catch these STDs are our people, of course. You know what I'm saying? My y'all never caught one. You know what I'm saying? A lot of reason why we do catch them is why? Because we be unclean, man. Brother want to deal with one woman, you understand? Not bathe himself, not take care of himself, and then go deal with another woman. You understand? So he's transporting all of, you know what I'm saying, everything that was on that one woman and on himself, mixing that together, you understand, and put it on a whole nother woman, and then whoever else she's been dealing with, and maybe she hasn't cleaned herself. You understand? All that bacteria, man, that's how these STDs are made. You understand? Which is what? Which is a goddamn curse, man. You understand what I'm saying? You think you can do what you want to do, and just be filthy and nasty, and the Lord is going to show you that you cannot do that. He's going to put something on you that's going to make you itch and make you scratch. You understand? Or make it burn. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because he is a just father, and he punishes his children for disobeying him. You understand? So make sure, you know what I'm saying, after you deal with your woman, you understand, you bathe yourself, you clean yourself, time it just right. You know what I mean? Make sure you got time, you know what I'm saying, get yourself together and to be able to do what you gotta do, man, to get to these holy events, man, like these classes or maybe a feast, or you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, right? Or camp, you know what I'm saying? For us men, we already know Friday night is a no. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we gotta wake up for the Sabbath service and we gotta go to camp all day. You understand what I'm saying? Like we already know. You know what I mean? Read on.
Verse 17. In every garment, in every skin, whereon is the seed of copulation, shall be washed with water and be clean and be unclean, Salakia, until the evening.
Which means what? Which means that bed is also unclean. Them sheets, your clothes, you understand? All that's got to be washed, man. All of it's got to be washed, right? Read on.
The woman also.
The who?
The woman also.
You know what I'm saying? She's not excluded from this, right?
With whom man shall lie with seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean until evening.
You understand? We all got to be clean, man. You understand? The sisters too. Sisters got to make sure they bathe good too, man. We got to take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We gotta learn how to take care of ourselves, man,
Right.
and respect ourselves more.
Right.
You understand? Like we not disgusting or filthy people like the so-called oppressor.
That's right.
You understand? Who doesn't know how to bathe or doesn't know how to take care of himself, man. You talk to an oppressor, you ask them if they use a rag in the shower. You say use a rag, and it was like, for what? What would I need that for? What's up, y'all?
I saw Dave Chappelle.
What he say?
He said he had a white friend, and he said he went to the white friend's house, and he went to take a shower. They didn't even have a rag in the bathroom. He said, so he asked the white friend. He said, well, what he said there was hair and stuff on the soap and shit. You know, he said they don't use rags, and he was dead ass too.
You understand? Which means what I'm saying? You don't use a cloth. I mean, it's not. I'm not sure. I've never heard no law, right? It says you have to use a cloth. You know what I'm saying? But us as Israelites, like I'll be honest with you, even without knowing this law, it's like black people, Hispanic people, Native American people, we use rags.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We use rags, or some women they use the little spongy thing. You know what I mean? Some people even go a step further. They got the stick with the spongy thing on to make sure they get it back real good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some ones that look like gloves, which is like a rag too. I've seen all types of things, but we know we gotta wash thoroughly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why? To get in them pores, man. Get in that skin real good. When you get in the shower, you get in hot water, your pores expand anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you wanna make sure you know what I'm saying, you get that soap all in your body. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You be straight. You know what I mean? But we don't.
Whereupon is the seed of copulation shall wash with water and be unclean until the evening. The woman also with whom.
And Salaka, real quick, you understand? Remember, we, I'm saying, Captain I thought was breaking this down, you understand, the Monday class. This, you know what I'm saying, these are some of the scriptures, right, that, you know what I'm saying, that John, you know what I'm saying, the Baptist was referring to be able to use the water to symbolize what?
Cleanliness.
To symbolize, you know what I'm saying, repentance, right? To symbolize cleanliness, right? To symbolize changing your life. You understand what I'm saying? This is some of what, you know what I'm saying, what your Christian pastor will never know and will never be able to understand why, because he does not understand the goddamn Bible. You know what I mean? Nor does it will he ever teach you the truth. You know what I'm saying? Your Christian pastor will talk about John the Baptist this and John the Baptist that, and don't even know that John was a hardcore Hebrew. You understand what I'm saying? A hardcore Hebrew who was not in the truth. Let's get that established. You understand what I'm saying? He left just like everybody else left except for those 12. You understand what I'm saying? Because they were not in the truth to begin with, man. You understand? But read on.
The woman also with whom man shall lie with, the seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean until the evening. Verse 19. And if a woman have an issue.
If she have what?
An issue.
You understand? Read on.
And her issue in her flesh be blood.
And her issue what?
In her flesh be blood. She shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever touches her shall be unclean until the evening.
You understand what I'm saying? When it says she shall be put apart 7 days, remember, you know what I'm saying, when we were back, you know what I'm saying, in our land, you know what I'm saying, the women that, you know what I'm saying, had their flower, they literally had like their own city that they would be in. You know what I mean? And it would just be them, and they'd be doing their thing out there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we'd be at home, and we'd be making sure everything was straight while they was, you know what I'm saying, had to handle their issue. You understand? I know a lot of, and which proves even more, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you got Christian churches out here, man, you know what I'm saying, with women pastors.
Right.
Women pastors, right, out here.
Good night.
You understand? Teaching the goddamn Bible, you know what I'm saying, and they deal with this type of issue. You understand? Like, men don't deal with this type of issue. You understand? Mind you, this is not to shun a woman, you know what I'm saying, because this is what every woman has to endure. You understand? Unless, of course, you take, you know, the things like, you know, the birth control and that type of stuff, which, of course, puts it on pause. It puts it on pause, you understand? But once they come off that birth control, they still gonna bleed. You understand why? Because this is what the Lord ordained to happen. This is what the Lord ordained for it to be. You understand? But you got Christian women, you know what I'm saying, leading the whole congregation when, you know what I'm saying, there are certain times when she has to be gone for 7 days. She's supposed to be gone. You know what I'm saying? Just to nip it in the bud, a woman is not ordained, nor is she permitted to teach
Right.
the congregation, man. You understand what I'm saying? You should not have no goddamn woman pastor. It should never be a woman pastor, man. You understand? That woman should be at home, you know what I'm saying? Doing her womanly duties, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever her slave is, you know what I'm saying? Handling her business. And who she should be teaching is those kids, man.
That's right.
She should be teaching those kids. You understand? Not even her friends. She should be urging her friends to get into these classes. You understand what I'm saying? Urging them to get into the school. You know what I'm saying? But all people she need to worry about teaching is, you understand, her children. You understand? But read on.
Verse 19. Verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that she lies upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean.
Now, what is this saying, right? What's that, sir?
If she, whatever linen or bed sheets or whatever she lies on, they unclean, or if she sit in a chair, that chair is unclean too.
Mm-hmm. Why though? Why? Because for some people it may seem irrational. Some people they may be like, damn, that's too much. Why all this why I gotta be so extensive? What could possibly happen to those things that she's sitting or laying on? What's up?
All of these viruses and diseases and stuff live off of blood.
And she could get blood on these things, right? You know what I'm saying? Because this is a time when a woman, you know what I'm saying, she's losing blood. Blood is coming out of her body at this point in time.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you won't want to get blood on everything over the house, which is why, you know what I'm saying, most of Christ, he got things, you know what I'm saying, like things, I don't know how to categorize it. They got things, you know what I'm saying, put into play for where women can use, you know what I'm saying, so it won't be so bad, right? You know what I mean? But it's still possible that the blood could get, you know what I'm saying, on the surface or on somewhere. And because we are holy people, you understand? Because we are a set apart people from this world, this is how the Lord wants us to deal with us. Like I've heard some brothers in the school, they say, you know, when it comes down to like situations like this, I know it may be hard for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, hey, you may need to sleep in separate blankets. You know what I mean? And when she's around this time, she's on flowers, she might need to get her own blanket, you get your own blanket.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I've even heard brothers say they have like, you know, the toilet coverings. You understand what I'm saying? You get her a toilet covering and whenever she on her flower, boom, she just pop that on the lid and she do her thing. You know what I'm saying? That way you ain't got to worry about being unclean. You know what I'm saying? As a priest, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, sometimes our duty is we be on the call.
Right.
We'll be on the go. We never know. We may have to be amongst the congregation and it may not be scheduled. You know what I mean? So you may have to be somewhere and, you know, you might not be able to come if you're unclean. Or, you know what I'm saying, depending on the situation. You know what I'm saying? But these were set into place by the Most High that are, you know what I'm saying, that we follow back in the day that we're going to what? Continue to follow now.
Right.
Right? You understand? So if you can, of course, you know what I'm saying, that's what you would want to do. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you follow this law to a T. You know what I mean? Do the best you can with the resources you have, of course. Right? But read on.
And verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And whosoever touches her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the evening.
You understand? Until the evening. Right? You know what I'm saying? Unclean until what? Until that sundown. Why? Because that starts a whole new day. You know what I mean? Like the Lord set everything into play, man. He set everything up. All we gotta do is follow suit with what's been taught. You understand? That's all we gotta do. Real quick, give me Romans 15 and 14. I mean 15 and 4, right? You understand? Because this is what's disgusting about the Christian church, because this is in the Bible, man. These are things that should be taught in the Bible. You understand? In the Bible. They should be taught every day, all day. You understand? All of our women, all of our children, you know what I'm saying? All the men should know these things, man. Should know these basic things. You understand? But because of Christianity and because, you understand what I'm saying, we follow the so-called oppressor, you know what I mean? We don't know a goddamn thing. We don't know our left from our right.
Right.
It's like the brothers say, you know what I'm saying? An ass knows where their home is, right? They understand their job and their purpose on this earth. You understand? We the only ones confused, man. We the only ones that don't know left from right. You understand? But Commander Jenny is going to change all of that and is changing all of that.
That's right.
You understand? But read that from the top when you get it, right?
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime,
We're waiting when?
aforetime,
Uh-huh.
were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Might have what?
Hope.
You understand? And what's that hope, man? What do we hope for? What are we hoping for, man? You understand? What you got?
For the destruction of the oppressor and the kingdom.
You know what I'm saying? Goddamn right, man.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Get that one, man. You understand? That's what we hoping for, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we pray for. That's what we drop in the face towards the east and pray for. You understand? That's why we continue to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments as we do. Like, as the scriptures say, man, our weapon, you know what I'm saying, they're not carnal. You know what I mean? Like, they want to, us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, we are a peaceful people.
Right.
We are a very peaceful people, man. You understand? You do wicked things to us. You harm us. Now, don't get me wrong. We're not Christians, right? Don't get it twisted. You understand? You harm one of mine. You cross the line in I.S.U.P.K. You understand? I cannot promise you will have your life. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not about to drop your face towards the east and you trying to harm my brother right in front of me.
Right.
Lie. You understand what I'm saying? I take my check on whatever needed to come down.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But in general, we are a peaceful people, man. You understand? These other nations come up against us, and what do? Do we clip up? You understand? Do we go find tanks and get hella choppers and, you know, try to find nukes to blow them up? You know what I'm saying? What do we do in the I.S.U.P.K? What do?
You come to class.
We come to class, and what do we do after every class?
We pray.
We pray.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? We pray for the destruction of these other nations.
Damn right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? We pray the Lord, and hears our prayers, man. The same way what? The same way when you go on these records, you figure out what? You understand? Our forefathers and foremothers did the same thing.
That's right.
They did the same thing, man. They went to the Lord in the most humblest form that they could find or that they could get in, and they prayed to the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? For the destruction of these other nations, man. For harming blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, don't ever think you need to clip up and you know what I'm saying, bear arms against the so-called oppressors. There's nothing wrong with owning firearms. Nothing wrong with having a legal firearm, you know what I'm saying, to protect your family. You know what I'm saying? Or to just be, you know, you want to have guns, you like having guns, no sweat, do your thing. But don't ever try to clip up and take revenge, you know what I'm saying, because that is stealing, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the Lord, man. That belongs to the Lord.
That's right.
That's why the scriptures say vengeance is of the Lord, man. It don't belong to us. We don't deserve that vengeance. You understand why? Why do we not even deserve vengeance anyway? What you got?
Because we left the Lord.
Because we left the goddamn Lord.
That's
man.
right.
We disobeyed our Father, man. You understand? The scripture say what? We went a-whoring on the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Following these other nations, worshiping these other nations and their doctrines, man. You understand? Living their lifestyles, man. You understand what I'm saying? We don't deserve to go get revenge
That's
for
right.
us being punished for leaving our Father.
That's right.
It makes no sense, man. You understand? Like, don't let these what do they call them? What do they call these extremist groups?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let them fool you, man, into thinking that you're less of a man if you don't clip up and go, you know what I'm saying, kill the so-called oppressor, man. Don't let them fool you. You know what I'm saying? What's up,
You know, with all of the killings and beatings that we're seeing on a daily basis, I mean, literally on a daily basis, you know, there's a lot of people that's trying to provoke black people to pick up arms and go out here and shoot cops and stuff like that, you know, which is madness, you know. They only provoking our people to get them killed, man.
Yeah, cuz. You're damn right about that. You understand?
Because if you come with a rifle, he coming with a bazooka.
He coming with a what?
A bazooka.
He coming with a bazooka. He coming with the nukes.
That's right.
You understand? He coming to put you down, man. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures don't call him a dragon for no reason.
Right.
You understand? The oppressor, you know what I'm saying? That's his gift. The sword, man. You know what I'm saying? You cannot rise up against the oppressor without the Lord,
The
man.
only time I'm shooting the niggas, he try to come in my house. That's
If
right.
you trying to do what?
Come in my house.
You understand why? Because you're going to be defending yourself.
That's right.
You're going to be defending yourself, and even then, you're going to be in the spirit then. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been in, you know what I'm saying? I done heard the story, let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Or heard about situations, or know about situations where 9 times out of 10, you might not even have to shoot that brother. You know what I'm saying? You might not even have to take his life. Why? Because he's as desperate as we used to be when we was in the world. And he's just trying to literally get something to eat. He's just literally trying to feed his family. You know what I'm saying? He's not even trying to take a life while he out and about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a I forget the name of the show, right? But it's like a show, I think it's on like Hulu or something. Well, this brother, he goes and he talks to like these groups who like, you know what I'm saying, commit unlawful acts. And he was talking to this one group, and what they do is they steal cars, right? They steal cars, and not only they steal cars, but they make fake credit cards. You understand? So he was like talking to him, and he's like, you know, he's like, how do you train your workers? You understand? He like, you know what I'm saying? Are they trained to kill? Blah blah blah. He like, no, hell no. You understand? He like, at the end of the day, he like, if people put up a fight, you understand? We don't shoot them. You understand? We might hit them with a pistol or whatever, but he said the last resort is to kill them. You understand? We only kill if they have to. We just want your car. You know what I'm saying? We just want your money. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to take nobody's lives. Like, he's like, I got kids. I got a wife. Mind you, he's masked up, of course. And they got like his voice, like a deep voice. You know what I mean? To, you know what I'm saying, save his, protect his identity, of course. But he's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, we ain't trying to kill nobody. We just trying to eat. I'm just trying to take care of my family, trying to do this, try to do that. You understand? Like you gotta come into the I.S.U.P.K, man, to understand like the spirit behind a lot of the things that we go through. You understand? Like the spirit behind it, I'm saying the so-called oppressor, when he deals with our people, is to murder us, man.
Right.
Is to, you know what I'm saying, to rape, rob, destroy, and murder us, man. Like he has no intentions to try to make us. He has no intentions to try to bring us to justice for the crimes we commit, right? Like that brother, like the brother that was on the live with that I don't know, did he steal the car? The brother that was live when he was driving, he had no shirt on, and the police officer shot him, and it was like look like it's gonna be a closed casket, homie. What did he do?
They say he was speeding.
He was speeding.
And they told him to slow down, stop, and he did.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
but I don't understand because he got out the car and was walking.
No, he got a car and ran.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't understand what this story don't make no sense.
But you see the spirit behind it, though. Yeah. You said the brother would have just been charged for speeding. Yeah. A speeding ticket is like what? $150, $200? Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Hell, a citation if he would have stopped.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Does that really require you to take the brother's life? You know what I mean? What's up, that one?
Slap, if I may, even if the brother was, you know what I'm saying, like intoxicated or some kind of, you know what I'm saying, narcotic or something like that. The brother was running away from them. Definitely, they lied and said, like, you know, the whole thing messed up because they had to lie and say he shot at them when you don't see that on the live. He had no weapon on him. He was shirtless, holding a phone in one hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he had like basketball shorts on too.
Right, yeah, he was totally not armed up like at all. You know what I'm saying? And then the way they shot him up, the way they killed him, you know, it was crazy because then one of them said it was like it's gonna be a closed casket, you know? Like crazy. So like,
you could also hear him in the video. He's like, they talking to him. He's like, what? Like, he's trying to listen to what they're saying. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, the shots ring out.
He was sorry if I may. You know, he was definitely bugging. Like he wasn't right.
No, definitely. Yeah,
definitely. Because at one point I heard you hear him.
He was
they
like,
say something. He said
yeah.
So he definitely was not right. But they took it. He wasn't a threat to them.
You know what they did? They made an example out of that.
That's right.
You understand? They made an example out of that brother to do what? To instill fear in blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. To know what? To know to never try to come up against America.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Damn right.
They don't want you to even budge or even flinch. Why? The same way they didn't want their slaves to budge or flinch. You understand what I'm saying? The same way they. Why do you think they incorporated? You know what I'm saying? The things they did in slavery. Why do you think, you know what I'm saying, the Willie Lynch letter is even a thing? You understand? They didn't want those slaves to retaliate, man. You understand? They don't want us to fight back. Because they know if we do, we will win.
That's right!
You understand? What's going on?
They don't even want us to have a sense of justice. You know, when they said that it's going to be a closed casket, that means they shot him in the face. You know what I'm saying?
That means he was shot in places, you know what I'm saying, that it's not honorable or respectful to show at a funeral.
Yeah.
Like you understand what I'm saying?
Blew his face off.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? And mind you, you know what I'm saying, police, they you know what I'm saying, carry, if I'm not mistaken, like 40 caliber weapons. So what that does is it leaves a little hole in the front and a big hole when they come up around the side.
Right.
You understand? So those wounds are not a mother is not going to be able to stand on her feet and look in her child's face with those wounds that they see those wounds in his head.
But Salaki, sir.
What's up?
You said so. Basically, you said it leaves a little hole
In the
where
front.
it enters.
Yeah.
So if they shot him in the back of the head, then it would.
Yeah.
Oh, good night.
Yeah. To the point where you probably couldn't even know who the brother is no more. You understand? Like that. This is the type of diabolical monster we dealing with. And mind you, he constructs these bullets in a way that it does that.
Damn.
You understand what I'm saying? He makes the bullets in a way that it, you know what I'm saying, that's what it does. And that's standard issue for the police. You know who told me? You know who told me that? A police officer.
Good. Nice.
What's up?
If I saw this video, right? Just what you're saying.
Kinda.
They were shooting a watermelon. And they shoot the watermelon, the bullet go in.
It go in.
And the back of the watermelon is blown
that
out.
thing, it explodes.
Good.
You understand? They construct the bullets in a way to where it does that. You understand? Like, so if they wanted, they could maim a brother. They could shoot you in the leg and, hell, blow your damn leg off damn near. And you won't be able to run. You won't be able to defend yourself. But they have intentions to kill you, black man. They have intentions to kill you, Hispanic man, Native American Indian man. You understand? Like what the brother brought out. So like 1 second. Let's go back to it real quick. Lamentations, right? 4 and 18. You understand? Like this so-called oppressor, man. You know what I mean? Like we gotta separate from them 100%.
That's right.
You understand? There is no joining hand in hand, no singing kumbaya with this so-called oppressor, man. You understand? Because he has never shown us, nor me, nor you, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself honestly. You understand? How has this nation of people shown you that you should join hand in hand with them, man? What proof have they even given you to say, oh, I can trust them? Oh, I should trust them? Because they gave you $1,200. That's why. Because they gave you food stamps. You got an EBT card, now you used to trust them.
Right.
You on Section 8 and you only paying $100 for your rent, now you used to trust them. You understand what I'm saying? Man. That's crumbs to a dog.
Right.
You understand? That's crumbs to a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, guys?
I saw a video, an old video, Commanding General YAHANNA. He was saying, like, if you think that the white man today is different from the white man from slavery time, you're damn crazy.
Right? You're psychotic.
Right.
You understand? You need to see a shrink. You do. You understand? You're insane, right? As they said, why? Because it's insane. It's insanity. It's insanity. You know what I'm saying? To do the same thing over and over again and expect different results.
Right.
Like, when are we going to realize that marching no justice, no peace, and marching for justice for someone who dies does nothing in this place? When are we going to realize that? Did they not put fire hoses and dogs on us? You understand? When what? Like, that's the same way the scripture said in Deuteronomy, man. They have a fierce countenance, man.
Right.
You marching with signs, with women and children beside you, and they spraying fire hoses on you, man. They're sicking dogs on you that are trained to kill people. They're sicking them on you. They shooting you with rubber bullets and whatnot. You understand what I'm saying? What's up, Yazar?
This is a trick of the whole civil rights movement. People believe that the marching and all that shit had caused them to do legislation. What it was economic situation.
That boycott.
That it's things like that caused them to pass legislation.
Why? Because the so-called oppressive God is his money.
That's right.
That's how you hit it where it hurt. Why the hell you think we say don't celebrate Christmas, man? Don't celebrate Halloween. Don't celebrate the disgusting and filthy Mother's Day. You understand? That's how you hit the oppressor where it hurts. You want to hurt the oppressor. You understand? You want to make his kingdom crumble. This is what I don't understand. Also, sidebar if I may. This is what I don't understand about the people that say, "Oh, the coronavirus is a man-made virus." Why the hell would the oppressor make a virus that literally is making his economic system crumble from the inside out? Why? His stocks are falling damn near 100%. You understand what I'm saying? His businesses are closed. You understand what I'm saying? He can't even make. Good night, man. Listen, like what's going on as far as like fast food alone? There are Wendy's, you understand, that are closing because they can't keep up with business. Bojangles, 2 Bojangles in Raleigh are closing because they can't keep up. You understand what I'm saying? Who are owned by who? Oppressors. It's not owned by Negroes. Like, what sense does it make to proliferate a virus that you made Like, who are you trying to harm? Yourself?
Right.
Like, it makes no sense, right? You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And for all you idiots out here, stop trying to take credit for the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is causing this virus, you know what I'm saying, to wreak havoc on this goddamn earth because of all the bloodshed of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Read that scripture real quick, brother.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They do what?
They hunt our steps.
You know what I'm saying? They hunt our steps, man. Meaning what? They searching for us, man. They searching. They trying to find a reason, you know what I'm saying, to rape, rob, and murder. I'm not so sure. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
That we cannot go in our streets.
We can't do what?
Go in our streets.
Read on.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, these so-called, you know what I'm saying, oppressors, man, they have only the intention to destroy us, man.
Right.
They have only the intention to keep the same spirit, the same vibe that Pharaoh had when he was like, man, listen, there's too many of them. But we gotta get rid of them, man. You need to start doing this and start doing that. You understand what I'm saying? You need to make them work harder, make them do this, make them do that. You understand what I'm saying? That's the same spirit of oppressor got, man. It ain't no different. You understand? What's he got?
Those are the things they did. Divide and conquer, kill the men, and keep the women.
Exactly what
That's
they're doing
exactly
now,
the
man.
same thing that they're doing now.
You understand? That's why no one even thinks about it, but the 3-strike rule mainly applies to the brothers.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
That's what it's meant for.
it's meant for, you know what I'm saying? That's not saying like the sisters can't get the 3-strike rule, but it's mainly for the men. You understand why? Because you get the men out of the household, as the scriptures say, what? Then you can spoil the man's house. Then you can take what you want. Then you can push that Christianity in there. You understand what I'm saying? Then you can push that independent woman in there. You understand what I'm saying? The man is out there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, in I.S.U.P.K, man, these scriptures, these laws, statutes, and commandments, and brotherhood is a defense for all of that.
Right.
You understand? Commander General YAHANNA raises up black men in the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Raise them into real men. You understand? I ain't never met no more solid brothers in my life until I came to the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
I ain't never met no more, you know what I'm saying, no solid sisters in my life until I came to the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? That is a fact. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that is why I am more so willing and will, you know what I'm saying, give my life for the men and the women in the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? I never stop doing what I'm doing as a priest and prophet. Why? Because this is the truth. You know what I'm saying? This is life. This is the life of an Israelite, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? A real Hebrew, man.
That's right.
You understand? We live it, man. That's why we say the I.S.U.P.K is a home of the truth, because we live this Bible, man. You understand? These other nations, these other groups, Christianity, they take what's in this Bible for granted. You understand? They take it for granted and they neglect it, man. And they don't understand the value of what's in this book, man.
Right.
You understand? We take on the spirit of this Bible, man.
That's right.
100%. You understand what I'm saying? And with that, I'm passing class over to Priest and Officer Thou One.
Salakia. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We have an I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in Hebrew, and is pronounced by I.S.U.P.K. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest bone, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation will be, Salakia, will be the memorial blowing of the trumpets. Memorial blowing of trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month. That's Thursday, September 17th, right? That's the next feast. What we're going to do is, due to the situation with the COVID-19, you understand, we're still waiting on orders for when the Passover will commence. It will take place. We have to make sure everything's in order before we set the official date. You understand? Until then, we're going to go by, you understand, the rest of the calendar. All right? So that will be the next feast. So the next holy convocation. When you remind Argument Aquatic and check on social media, it's ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If your brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, I nod him. While we're done, which means turn to face the east. We're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer. We're going to start out in the Hebrew. Abanalu, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakbaka, Tala'ah, Matizayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathananalu, Laham, Kab, Yawam, Basalatanalu, Kawaknalu, Kasalatnalu, Kawakinalu, Wala'ah, Tabi'ayanalu, Bonasai One, Abol, Awashayanalu, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Lakam, Hamalakum, Waha'ala, Wa'ataparath, Ma'alalim, Amen.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
So I was with the turn. Sister Ishaq, be seated. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Mama Shabbat, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh Shem HaShabbat, Yahweh Shem HaShabbat, Yahimata. So I'll turn to face the sister, Almighty, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Mama Shabbat, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh Shem HaShabbat. Yahimata, class dismissed. Okay.